Quiet on the set. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Let's Poddy podcast. It's your host, with your hostesses, Benji and Annie. Back to the show.
So today, we're here with Jakob Nowell.
What up, guys?
And we have special guest, Clover.
Clover.
That's our bodyguard.
So Jakob, for anybody that lives under a rock and doesn't know, is an incredible musician. He's got a few bands that I will let him preface. I don't know which one you want to dive into first, because I want to hear about all of them.
Yeah, it's all one big thing for me. I mean, recently I definitely got a huge, big break, getting asked to sing for my dad's band, Sublime, bringing back the OG members and stuff, and just playing a bunch of shows with them. It was definitely a huge shift for me. It's crazy, you know. It's not really in my normal wheelhouse. I've been in and out of a bunch of different bands for years, doing drastically different styles, but you know, it was an honor to get to be asked, and it's been so much fun, and people seem to be really enjoying it so far, and I think the band keeps we keep sounding better every time we play, so that's been the big thing that's happening right now. But behind all that, I'm working really hard with my friend Zane Vandervoort on Sunburnt Records. It's a record label we started. Still in its infancy, so get in now, you're on the ground floor. But mainly, we put on events, and we're a collective for a bunch of local artists and the SoCal alternative scene that we're slowly trying to, breathe some fire under, and also putting out clothing and stuff like that. So we're working up to do compilation records of all of our favorite cool local artists and stuff like that, like our boy Jesse James, who's going to be playing Beach Life with us. Our boy Denim we're really cool with and stuff. We love his music. And Zane's band, Strange Case, and then that leads me to my band, my real passion project, my solo project, Jacob's Castle. Zane plays guitar in that too, along with Freshie, my bass player, and Jordy, my drummer, and we have a blast. Like, that's where my real heart and passion is, and I just hope that with all the musical projects I could do, it could become one big holistic thing. Like, I just love being busy, getting to do all this fucking music shit. It's great. Can I say the word fuck?
You can say anything on here.
Yeah.
Jizz.
Yeah, that's exactly what I say every time we start these things.
Pretty much.
No, I mean, from my point of view, this is so exciting for me to see the energy you have. I knew your dad played in my yard at Pipeline when I was 16. I know. It was I grew up right at Pipeline.
No way, that's killer.
Yeah. That's like my story.
Yeah.
The reason
the Volcom House now is where he grew up. It looked different, but that's the spot.
No shit. Dude.
Yeah,
That's legendary, man.
And so I've always been Jack Johnson was my best friends, and so I've been around music a lot and seen a lot of success. But the one thing on the North Shore, people still right now, because we own a restaurant there in Haleiwa, it's now closed, but we had it for 20 years. People would always see me and be like, "Oh man, Sublime played in your backyard," and I'm like, "I don't remember. I was 16, and we were people were over it, and it was before they blew up."
Yeah.
So, but
they go over there
in my
play,
lore on the North Shore, I got credit for this, and I'm like, I don't remember basically nothing. And your dad must have been a teenager. I mean, he's not. How old would he be today?
Fuck, I think
was he born
his
in
50s
what year?
for sure. I think
'Cause I'm
69.
49.
My mom was maybe born in 69.
So he was 4 or 5, maybe 6 years older than me, and so he would have probably been just a little kid, playing in my yard.
Yeah, we got a lot of family over there.
Yeah, they spent time there, right?
Yeah, man. A lot of family over there. He was probably out there kicking it with my Uncle Guy. Shout out Uncle Guy.
Yeah.
And we have this. So the story goes I remember my great grandmother on my dad's side, Grandma Mackie. She would always tell this story about them sailing all the way over to Hawaii when my grandpa was just a kid, basically. Wow. They sailed over there on a fucking boat from here in California.
Long Beach, probably.
Yeah, exactly. They all the way over to Hawaii, and she would always say, 30 days at sea, 7 men and me. She would always have this little rhyme that she would it was super funny. She would just repeat that. 30 days at sea, 7 men and me, and she would just cook for them, I guess, and they would sail the way over to Hawaii, and then basically half of them went home, and then half stayed there. And so we have this whole half of our family, the Hickses, they're over there. There's the Knowles and the Hickses. This is crazy, weird fucking lore and backstory, but I'm gonna keep fucking going. I'm gonna triple down. So my great grandpa, who was married to Grandma Mackie, his name was Louie. That's where you get Lou Dog from, I guess. Okay. And he was rad, dude. City councilman and stuff like that, like a firefighter, old school Long Beach cat. And he had a best friend whose name was Harold Hicks. And then according to my great aunt Sharon, the way that the story goes is that their buddies are hanging out and they walk into Grandpa Louie's house one day, and Louie's sister Carolyn is sitting on the couch, and he looks at her and then he looks at Louie. This is Harold Hicks. Harold Hicks says, "Lou, I'm gonna marry your sister," and he goes, She's not even dressed for that right now, or something like that. She's like, she's in her nightingale gown right now, and they did end up getting married. And then Caroline Nowell was like fabulously like nuts, like she was crazy, like insane bipolar. But this is the old school days where they had no idea how to diagnose this shit. I'm talking like the yellow wallpaper type stuff. She would do this crazy stuff. So my great aunt Sharon, her Carolyn's daughter, wrote this book. It's a really awesome book called How to Grab a Naked Lady. Because Carolyn would like take off all her clothes and go running down the mall, and the fucking cops would be like, "How do I grab a naked lady?" Anyway, so that's why like we're all crazy or whatever. And and that's the half of the family that stayed in Hawaii. So we go out there all the time, and then that's where you get Guy Hicks, and that was he was really close with my dad, man. They were cousins, and they go out to fucking Oahu all the time and play those shows at the North Shore. So, there we go.
Rad. That's awesome.
That's rad. Has Jacob's Castle played out there yet?
Yeah, man. In its infancy, when it was a one piece.
No way.
I've
It's
gone
called
out,
Jacob's Castle?
Jacob's Castle.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, no apostrophe over the S, because like I like to piss people off, and it looks better on a T-shirt. Probably should have worn one. Yeah, man. I went out there when I was still trying to get the project off the ground years ago. I go out like a couple times a year to see the family. Mm-hmm. And I just did these shows where it was me and a guitar and a laptop, playing the electronic parts and stuff like that. So it was a huge shift going from there like 3 years ago to where I'm at now. It's amazing, man. I feel so lucky. I feel so grateful and blessed.
Yeah, I think everyone's, accepting this, you stepping in for your dad more than I've ever seen any family dynamic in a band before, and it's endearing in a way that it's real. Like it's for me, just as I'm older, so and just seeing it, all the young kids react to it. It's the passion you have for music now. Hearing that you started so young and you did it on your own and stuff. That's why I don't follow your career yet, but I am now because I'm going to be a huge fan now. But it's pretty cool. It came from an organic way of doing it. And now you're stepping in for such an amazing person that was blessing you with life. That's pretty cool, man.
Thank you so much.
It's
man.
really cool.
I feel just grateful that people are receptive to it, because to my ears, I don't think I really sound similar to the OG. I mean, there's no way any replacement singer is going to live up to the original singer. And I'm not a guitar player by like nature. It's not my strong suit. People obviously want me to do it because of the name and the relation. And I think that's really rad. And there's like a powerful familial element to it there. But I fucking rehearse so much. I try so hard to just at least get it close, at least get all the fucking notes correct, and at least try to put on a fun, happy performance for the people so they can see that it's just all of us getting along up there and having fun and just trying to have a good time and continue having that old school music for the fans to listen to. And it definitely is like a good challenge for me, because I take no identity or ownership over this thing. It's Bud and Eric, man. That's my uncle's band. I just feel happy to be asked to fucking get to be a part of it, dude. It's surreal. It's crazy.
I mean, literally, your father was like the white Bob Marley to us young white kids. It was like he literally set in stone. That album is just like Legend and Bob Marley, and the Marleys have carried their legacy on, and almost, I mean, no disrespect to Bob, but on his level. I mean, that's how much I love Ziggy, and that's how much I love Damien and everybody. So,
prolific. Just such a unique voice and control, and just so identifiable, recognizable, and the ability to play guitar tagged on with that. He was just a 1 in a million frontman. Like, I feel, lucky to even be, getting to be in that fucking position. But to me, it's more just like a act of service or duty. Like when I went into, learning to play and sing and all this stuff, I was coming from a totally different tradition and subculture. Like I like, kind of more theatrical, I guess, type shit, or operatic stuff, even more like poppy things sometimes, like weird pop, like fucking like Kate Bush or something. Like I would try to sing like that when I was a kid, or sing along to fucking System of a Down or Tool. Like, so it's just like, and he's very like soulful and bluesy. So it's like, oh fuck, it's a huge challenge as a professional to try to emulate someone, but also not try to over emulate them, because that's kind of whack too, you know.
You gotta have your own thing for sure.
Yeah, you have to be giving a genuine performance no matter what. So I can sense places where I'm always improving and places where I need to improve, and it's just you know, it's a constant journey, that's for sure. And it's fun.
So how did that journey start? Like, what made you want to, obviously you're surrounded by music and musicians, but what made you want to kind of strike out on your own?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, it definitely, I think when you grow up having lost a parent, especially that early into drug addiction, it makes a unique experience. And there's so much mystique and mystery around the whole rock and roll, like, culture, right? It's this fascinating, like, you know, stories and mythology. There's a mythology, so it's hard not to mythologize him or mythologize the path that he took in his life. So for better or for worse, I wanted to follow that, and I don't even know if it would ever been my true calling otherwise, but it's something I've definitely put a goddamn lot amount of time into, and I think I truly believe I have something to show for it. I think the first thing I've said this a million times, but it's Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. Yeah, Kyle Gass and Jack Black inspired me to do rock and roll when I was 12 years old.
That's rad.
And I started smoking weed.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah, I've been to one of Jacob's shows. The first one I went to like 3 weeks ago now.
Oh yeah, Venice West?
Yeah, Venice West was for Jacob's Castle, and he's probably one of the best like storytellers
Thank you.
that I've seen perform, because it's like in between, like, you know, a lot of times at concerts the singer will kind of like try to weave, like, connect dots from one song to the other. Jakob has like this whole storytelling thing going on.
Cool.
Thank
and
you.
I have never seen somebody so like just at home in that setting of having, you know, a bunch of people just staring at you and you're telling this whole story and getting crowd reactions. It's like almost like acting.
Thank you.
It's because
I do look at it like a role.
you're in a theater. You were saying theater, like.
Yeah, I never did theater or whatever. I was too embarrassed when I was a kid, because it's like something to be ashamed of and to be ridiculed. I'm just kidding.
No, but obviously you're good in front of the camera. You started with some silliness. I love that.
Yeah, I just love being a clown, you know what I mean? And just joking around and being funny, you know. I think that's we all look for those places in life where we can be ourselves and kind of let out our weirdness and to be fucking freaks among freaks, you know?
That's cool.
A freak in the freak kingdom, as Hunter S. said, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so when I am at my most comfortable with Jacob's Castle, it's like, for me, it's not even so much the musical playing. To me, it's all about the performing. You know, that's really the juice for me, and the writing. I like, you know, weaving together the song to create like a feeling or a moment or a narrative. But live, it's all about performance. Like, I really love, like, you know, old vaudeville stuff or like traveling circus performers, like that type of. To me, that's like something so captivating in an interesting time where, you know, people wanted to see a spectacle, you know, strange things that would come out and amaze you, and to be carried through a story the entire time that keeps you entertained and attached. Like, how many times have we gone and seen like a pretty good, decent, or even fantastic band, and then in between each song, it's just like, you know, kind of some feedback with dudes fucking with this thing. Thanks, guys. This next one's called Water. Like, you know, and it's like,
It
there's
feels
nothing wrong
awkward.
with that. Yeah, it is. It can be awkward, and there's nothing wrong if that's their style. If it's like, these are just amazing musicians, we just want to hear them play the song. Everyone's got different taste, but for me, to my taste, I really like to put on a show. And as a performer and entertainer, that's just been my whole. You know, I've been doing live shows since I was 17. I'm 29 now, so it's just been my whole life's mission to just get better at that one thing, like telling stories to a crowd, you know, with a microphone in my hand. Like, I love that. I've been doing that since I was a little kid. So for me, joining Sublime, a totally different vibe. You know, I try to study and look back at all the live videos I could see. I tried to listen to all of my dad's influences to see what the deal was, because, you know, notwithstanding the fact that I'm related to this man, this is a gig that I was asked to do, and I take it super fucking serious. I really do, man. Like, I just try to do the best that I possibly can. And so for me, it's like, okay, do I emulate his stage performance? Like, he seems pretty like just kind of some funny, maybe like sarcastic comments in between, which is rad, super 90s. Do I just do that, or like how much of my own performance style do I inject into this role, and what's appropriate to do and what's inappropriate to do. So I think that's always going to keep evolving over time, and that's what keeps a Sublime show really fresh and fun, is that you never know what's going to happen. Uncle Bud always said it's like just chaos, you know.
So yeah, that's what I was wanting to ask you. The OGs that's what you call the older guys, and as uncles, and they've given you all the insight of how it was with your dad, and like you get all the stories, and is it kind of feel like they got your back and they're just super proud of you? Is it just the coolest
best,
vibe
man.
ever?
We're just all slowly getting closer and closer the more we do this thing, and it does feel like a fucking family vibe behind stage. It is not like the kind of crazy rock and roll shit that some, because they're all older or whatever. Like I'm the youngest one, which is funny because I don't feel, you know, like. But it feels like a family vibe for better or for worse. I got my like Auntie Natalia being like, Jake, button up your shirt. Like,
That's like the coolest vibe ever.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just, they're all back there. Like my mom will come out to shows. I'm like, ugh. Just kidding, Mom. We love you. Come out to any show. Thank you for wanting to come. And, but so that's what it makes it like, to me, this is just like a phase of my career where I'm just trying to learn and absorb and grow as much as I possibly can. Because I don't know what the future that I'm going to be doing is, or how long they're going to want to do it, or the fans are going to want it, or whatever. All I know is that right now it's a blast. It's just such fertile ground, and then for me, just getting to use this platform to try to give opportunities to other small, unknown, alternative artists in fucking California. I think that's what it's all about, because there's so many different genres of bands that were inspired by Sublime, like point, blank right there. Not just reggae bands. As much as we love those, and as much as there's amazing artists out there today that play stuff, there's just so many different people that grew up thinking like, God, this music is so cool. So for me to be even involved in any kind of small way, I'm just like, how can I do this right? How can I do this delicately? And how can I, just be a tool, be an instrument for those folks? And that's why Beach Life is so sick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Such a cool lineup there.
Buy your tickets to Beach Life.
I love that.
Benji and I will be there. Jake will be there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good
Buy
time.
tickets or else.
Sponsors.
Benji and Annie will come to your house and they will harm you physically.
Yeah. No,
this is legally binding. This is a threat. This is a legal threat. We are not joking. Put up flashing letters in the editor. We're not joking at all. And,
no, we're not going to physically harm you. We're just going to make you sit. We're going to bring the table. We're going to make you sit down. We're just going to make you really uncomfortable.
We're going to make you listen to the podcast.
That's our specialty.
They're going to do a Between the Ferns style interview, except it's not supposed to be awkward and uncomfortable. It just will be.
We're
got a dog in the background.
Aim for it to be awkward.
Look at her. She's like, fuck it.
Clover doesn't even know what to do right now.
Oh, man.
You think this skull's made out of glass? It's not. It's a person, dude.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Oh, yeah, we set that up, and I like to try to little new season, new look. We have a new table, whatever.
You can tell that this season is furnished by Annie.
Oh yeah.
Graziano.
I was like,
Fuck, this is heavy as shit.
I know. I like
your
to
last
set
name's
up.
Graziano, right?
It is.
Is there anyone named Don in your family?
I do not have a Don in my
Like,
family.
yo, Donnie Graziano
There has
over
to
here
be
from
Donnie.
fucking Yonkers. Come on.
My family is all Joes, Samuels, and Franks.
Oh,
So
Joey
the-
Graziano, come on over here.
That's
You guys
my
are Italian,
That's my
right?
brother.
No way.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Joey.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
That's
Yeah.
so sick.
No, we had a family reunion 5-6 years ago. We all went back east. We're the furthest cousins that moved away. And not even all my family was there. This was probably maybe 2/3 of them. There's still 300 of us at this house. And
What the fuck?
there
You're
were
kidding.
probably, of all the variations of the name, like Joseph, so you got the Joseph, the Joe, the Joey, the JoJo's, the whatever
possible.
other ways you can think about it. There were probably, I want to say, between 30 and 40 guys with some variation
That's
of that name in my
amazing.
family.
They don't want to
Joey,
mix it
Joe,
up.
Joseph,
My dad's Joe.
Yeah.
My brother's Joey. They're both of their real names are actually Joseph.
Oh, that's shit.
I have a lot of second cousins with that name.
It's amazing.
It's funny because you make those jokes about Italians, but it's actually just how all of our families are.
Dude, there needs to be Don Graziano.
I know.
Of
We
the
need
of the
to-
Graziano family.
I'll
the
tell my
Don.
brother he has to name his first son Don.
Donald, yeah.
Donald.
Donnie Graziano.
It's such a good last name.
And then you guys are just like California over here. It's like not even like
Yeah.
the East Coast vibe.
No, the best part about that family reunion was they were so excited that we were coming.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they invited us. They're like, They call us the West Coast Grazes. They're like
You're the West Coast
they're like,
Grazes.
The West Coast Grazes aren't coming out here. They're not flying
Yeah.
6 hours back east to do this family reunion. But my dad is
Did it, yeah.
a hoe for family reunion. No,
He's a little family reunion slut, dog.
He is.
He
He
can't get
fucking
enough.
loves it. Because that's like, most people, it's like, you got your cousins. You know your cousins.
Yeah.
You don't know your second cousins.
Yeah.
My dad keeps in personal contact with all of his second cousins, his cousins once
that's
removed.
so good.
He knows
I wanna
all
do
of
that.
That's
them.
a cool dad right there.
So he was psyched.
Fuck.
But we walked down the driveway and my aunt met us at the street. And she's like, oh, you guys have to come down this way. We're like, okay, why? And she's like, no, we made something for you guys. We're like, what do you mean you made something? We walk down the driveway. There's a big banner at the bottom of the driveway that says "Welcome West Coast Grazes" with like palm trees painted on it. And there was like a surfboard like strung up above it, and they had like little.
You
blow
guys got
ups.
like surfboards over there or something, right? Like the
Yeah.
palm
Beach
trees.
bums.
I
yeah.
seen them in like a postcard.
No, they were so proud of themselves too. My aunt was like, it took us so long to find someone who had a surfboard. I had to ask like 10 people.
That's incredible.
Because they're in like northern inland New Jersey. Like they don't
Jersey.
surf. Like I mean my dad did when he lived in Jersey, but like the cousins don't surf.
That's so
But they were
rad.
so proud of themselves.
Yeah.
So it's the Italian family lore goes
Yeah.
real fucking deep.
It's crazy to think about the family stuff too, because that's just like what it's all about. Like at the end of the day, you're talking about your dad like staying in contact and stuff like that, or even parents like caring, like that stuff is like so important. Like it's so easy to let that bother. We get so busy with our lives and work. It's like that's why I feel lucky that at least in this project that the fucking work and the family thing can be a little connected, because I've always wanted to like have more of a relationship with those dudes, and I think they have too. And so now we just call and talk about random shit and just hang out, and it's so much fun. They're like the coolest guys. They're so old school.
So how did that come about? The like getting the invite for Sublime?
We always say it's HR's fault. Really, there was just an HR benefit, and Eric wanted to do it, and he's like, why don't we all just go jam it? And we all jammed Sublime songs, and then we were kind of like, that was a lot of fun. Do you guys want to keep doing it? And I was like, of course I'm down. Like, why not? So really, I think they just wanted to get it back together, and it just was the right time and place kind of thing, and it made sense. People want me to do it for years, but I never thought it was right. Like, I just never felt, Yeah.
Yeah. What are I've heard you have some very strong opinions on Rome's.
Dude, every time I talk about it, it just seems to go like south, man. Like, I do not feel fucking like entitled to this thing or this position at all, dude. I don't know how to make that any more clear to anybody. Like, I just feel lucky that I get to do it. But what I think I am entitled to at the end of the day is like, I'm a human, like I have emotions about stuff, dude. And like seeing him play was really hard for me as a kid, you know what I mean? Like it was just, it was weird. Like I'm so happy that there is some fans out there that dug that and that was cool. But for me, that was more of an outlet for either Bud or Eric or both to go do their thing. And when you lose that, then what's the point, man? And it was cool that he was going around performing the songs for years and keeping that part alive for people. But I think there are really rad cover bands that do that too. Like go to a Badfish show, they sound pretty fucking good. You know what I mean? They sing, if you want to hear the songs like album accurate, that's what you go do. I think if you come to a Sublime show, that's the band, go to any band. Like, they're not, it's not always, bands play the same songs for so long, they want them eventually to be different performances. But yeah, every time I make a comment on this shit, people just seem to get so fucking pissed off. And so it's like 50-50. Some understand, some don't. And I get that. But at the end of the day, I'm not a fan. And like, I'm sure they have their side of the story, which I could see that it's very like emotional. Like, he had this gig for a long time and then it gets pulled out from under him. Yeah, that sucks. But it wasn't yours in the fucking first place, dog. Like what that? Yeah. Not that saying it's mine. I'm just saying like it is literally Bud and Eric's decision. Right. That's I had no say in the matter of like I had no special enmity. Like I wanted him to be, destitute or whatever. But that's just not my problem, man. Like he's been nothing but like weird to me, like since like forever. You know what I mean? Like so that's just like. That's my experience. He'd probably be like, what? No, I thought I was being cool. But that's just the nature of human conflicts. We're never going to see eye to eye on this. the people who were those fans. There's never any good. I don't believe in saying like the nice, politically handshaked way. In this one instance in my life, it's my emotional cheat day. Like when it comes to this topic, like that's just always going to be my stance on the thing. And bro, you had your chance. I gave you the fucking call when I was in DC. You could have fucking just been nice and not asked me how many shows we were playing that year, and you'd be up here jamming with us, I'm sure, dude.
Dude, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're true to yourself, people are gonna judge you no matter what. Mm-hmm. And
yeah,
just
dude.
do you. It seems like you got that on lock.
Dude,
I mean,
check
you're
this
pretty
out.
comfortable in your own skin. I love it.
Dude, it literally says Graziano. That's so sick.
How on a sticker?
I've been looking at
blown
this
up
like the
without
whole
even.
time.
Oh, there you go.
I actually don't even know what.
It looks like it's.
I don't even know where that came from.
That actually looks
What
a
is
lot
that?
cooler now.
I have ADHD that just tripped me out. But I don't know, man. It's just one of those weird things. Everyone's gonna like what they like, and
Can't make everyone happy.
yeah, at the end of the day, you can't please everyone, I guess.
What's it like for your mom? Like to see her little baby on stage?
Oh, it's been all weird and up and down too. Cause like, what was I gonna say? There's been times where like she's been, just cool with the situation. Times when it's like emotional for her. Mm-hmm. Just any new singer of like a band like this, it's emotionally like, very taxing on people. People are invested in this stuff, and I take that shit very fucking seriously. So. At the end of the day, man, we're not curing cancer here, dude. It's just fucking music. Everyone's going to be fine. Everyone's going to do their thing. It's perfectly fine for two human beings to not see eye to eye on this thing. And
I think that's a big issue we have, as a society. Like, everybody wants everybody to, like, be cool and be happy with each other, and, like, nobody can have a problem with anybody.
Yeah, dog, that's why it's stupid. Like, I'm just trying to be, like, real here at the end of the day. Like, the media training and the sensitivity thing, like on the interviews that I've heard people tell me, like the Rome camp like spin on, it's like, oh, it's just so sad. I was just trying to be out there, keep the dream alive, and why would they want us to, if they didn't like us, why'd they just keep profiting off of us, keep playing? It's like, bro, that's not how you're licensing the name that like my family owns. It's not like we want it, you know what I mean? Like, we're not like stoked to be like, it's just such a funny, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm having this like internal dialogue with like mean comments that I've read, but whatever, dude. Mean people are gonna be mean, and they're entitled to do that too. However, anybody's opinion of me is none of my fucking business at the end of the day. They're more than welcome to think anything like that. But I did think it was just so funny. Like, he's just got this like little orphan boy. I guess I'll just put my little stick over my shoulder and just I can't believe that Bud and Eric would want to play together again with their fucking nephew. That's crazy. And just kick me out of this thing that I've done for so long. I'm like, dude, then just play SWR songs. You're good, bro. You're so straight. Like, he's an amazing, talented singer. Dude, I'll give him credit. He plays way better guitar than me, and I'm sure he sings the songs more album accurately than me. That's not the point of why Bud and Eric wanted to not work with the guy. That's between those three, dude. Yeah. We don't talk about that shit, me and them, honestly. To tell you the truth, when in the Sublime camp right now, it's just all like smiles, and we're stoked, and we're happy to fucking do it. So I think it's still fun to talk about because it's kind of fresh, but at the end of the day, there is no more SWR. They can't license a fucking name anymore. And honestly, nothing but love to Rome as a fucking performer, entertainer. Even though I might not like him or agree with him personally, that's just how people are, dude. If you guys like his music, go out and check out one of his shows, dude. He puts on a great set, I hear, and go enjoy your time. There's no petty beef. I'm sure he's not tripping either, and
that's awesome.
That's about that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not like you came in and were like, oh no, this is my birthright, this is my spot, this is like, I'm owed this. Your uncles were like, hey, let's keep it in the family. Like, this could be cool.
Yeah, it happened like such a natural tip to, I was just asked to like do stuff, and I got like thrust into this thing, and it was a tough decision for me to want to do it because it's such a weird emotional, I knew it was going to like, piss some people off and make other people stoked. And ultimately I made the choice because I know it'd be, one, of course, awesome for my career. I'd be crazy not to do something like that. But two, it is something that I know a lot of people have been curious to see for a long time. And third off, this is I think it's a funny comment when people say it's a cash grab for a band to come back together. That's like saying like, oh, what? Did you wake up and go to work today? Cash grab. Yeah. Like, what? Oh, did you really show up for work today? That's such a cash grab. You're only doing it for the money is why you go to work. I'm like, it's my uncle's jobs, dog. Like, they don't, what are they supposed to do? Like, for the rest of their lives? Like, they have expenses, and this is what their profession is. Yes, we want to go and keep working. This is work. It's not just like we get to fucking hop in PJs and fucking strippers come raining out of the sky like, woohoo, this is fun. It's like, it's stressful, and there's rehearsal, and there's fucking pressure, and there's putting on a set, and there's things that go wrong, and there's all the people and their jobs involved. Like, this is my family's business and our livelihood, and it's something that Bud and Eric want to fucking do. And frankly, I'm not just throwing them under the bus. I want to do this too now, because it's been a year. It's been enough time, almost a year, enough time for me to do this, and it's a lot of fun. And for the people that like it, it's very special and cool. So
there's a lot more people out there rooting for you than you know.
Yeah.
Just know that. And it doesn't
Thank
matter.
you.
Make yourself happy and have fun.
Yeah.
Dude, like
Totally.
you said,
You're
it's
right.
just, you're not changing the world. You're not fucking
yeah,
surviving.
dude, it's fucking rock and roll music, man. Like, you know
Your
what I mean?
dad
Like,
pissed people
it's so
off.
silly
That was
that-
the reason why he's such a legend. Is he wasn't fucking around, and he would.
Yeah.
The fact that he put hip hop in his songs at that time when hip hop was just starting made him different, and then he created such amazing music and his own sound that's what made him punk rock, and that's why you are punk rock if you keep going your own way. Just keep going, man.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, the reason why I know about this story is because you have made some noise. There's stuff going on out there, people talking, and I'm in the older generation, so for me to hear it from it, especially because I hang out with the younger people, but everyone's been talking so positive about it, and it's organic and it's fucking real. So that's really cool. Just keep it up. There's always going to be bullshit. You guys are so young. You're actually reading those comments. Fuck
I
the
really
comments.
shouldn't be. I know,
Fuck
but
the comments,
But
man.
even negative feedback sometimes is constructive criticism to me, because like there are people who say they don't like certain qualities about my voice or the way that I perform them. These are my customers at the end of the fucking day. Like I don't take it in. I might get emotional in the sense of like, oh fuck, I want to do better, but I don't take it in like I'm above reproach. Like, I'm a human being. That's why, like, if I do give these responses that are not like the best, most calculated opinion to have about sensitive subjects, that's just me, dude. I'm always going to give you the 100%, like, this is unfiltered, genuine, and that might not be the best fucking choice for the rest of my career. I would love to have some crafted, like, the first time in an interview that I was ever asked about Rome, I should have said something like, man, I've always been such a big fan of him, and it's a shame how things went down. I hope that we could, maybe play some shows in the future. Next question. And I just don't believe in that kind of doublespeak, dude. Not saying that that's what he's doing. I'm just saying that, at the end of the day, like, this to me is art is life. My performance is life. Like, the character I play is the one that I play on stage. Like, that's a thing. And oftentimes if people meet me on the street, I try to keep that fun character going. I try to always be stoked and try to just have fun. And frequently during podcasts, I try to keep that fun kind of zany character energy going. But when it comes to topics that are important and matter, you got to that's the time to drop the bit and you be genuine with people.
Yeah.
Totally.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like honesty, and I think it's so refreshing. It's so
Thank
for
you,
your
man.
guys' generation,
Fuck
people
yeah.
are avoiding any real shit, and it's refreshing.
And I think people are craving it again,
Yeah,
you
they
know?
are.
I've been talking a lot about like the era, like I remember in like the 2010s, there's that, I hear people call it recession pop. I heard that term the other day. I love that term because there's just this, it's like, oh man, incredibly overdone and produced music with celebrity endorsements is sure to do well in times of economic strife and when people are more disenfranchised with Hollywood than ever. And it's like, there's like this whole generation that like is so eager to look back to these cool times. Like there was that period when there was all these remakes, like fucking It and stuff like that. And a lot of that generation was so stoked on it when it, to me, it did seem kind of like a bland, joyless fucking, I don't know why I'm talking shit on the It remake. It's fine if you like it. That was just an example of talking about like, you know, I think that there is a big audience of people who just want the sensation of authenticity.
Yep.
Whether that's looking at weird, liminal fucking short clip videos on fucking TikTok or just connecting with a small local artist playing at Beach Life. Go see Jesse James Pariah's set, Sunburnt Records. And I think that's what I aim to do with the project now. Because as big as Sublime is to a lot of people in our camps, like I could just see it becoming so much bigger. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like, again, this is not a dig to the fucking predecessors, but dude, SWR is playing like fucking county fairs and shit like that. And you know, like it was slowly, like who are we kidding ourselves? Like it was slowly becoming like this insignificant fucking, they were about to, you know, play with like dad rock bands. Like that's a fucking death knell, dude. Like If anything, I just want to do as many huge possible things I can with Sublime, collaborate with the right cool people who are inspired by Sublime, create music that was, in honor and tribute to that era, and then excite and bring visibility to young, alternative, authentic artists who were inspired by that same scene. And if I can do that, to me, that is the whole purpose. I'll take 1,000 million mean comments if I can get that, and if I can get a cool, interesting scene of other people just having a blast and just getting to experience that same authenticity that they seem to crave when you watch some cool old fucking 90s backyard party video. I think it's still out there,
Just have fun, man.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
an entertainer. You know what I mean? And you got that in you. So
yeah,
that's
all
what's
those big
exciting.
ideas and the story of it, that's just the fun drama to it.
Yeah,
That's
little
if it was
drama.
Exactly. To me, like, anything that happens in our lives is only so good in as it can be used to tell a story. You know what I mean? In the storytelling business, any kind of fucking way you can piece it together and create your own personal mythology and narrative, I think that's what keeps people going sometimes, whether we know it or not.
And that's
Indeed.
how people connect to you too. Oh, you're good.
No, I just think the hard
It is
work.
true. The connecting is
Yeah.
there, yeah.
I think you're a hard worker. You can tell, and I think that's going to pay
Thanks, man.
dividends because
Thank you so much.
There's only so much you can do. You got to have the work ethic. And it sounds like you guys are going to record soon for something new, or what's on the docket?
There's been some behind the scenes things happening for sure. Though I always want to make it clear in anything, if it does or does not get put out, I don't know what. I can neither confirm nor deny. Speaking of politician doublespeak. But if stuff were to come out, I would never want to give the impression that we think like, this is a new Sublime record. I think the last Sublime record will always be self-titled. Alternative title, Killing It, what we did in our summer vacation. That's apparently what they were originally going to call it.
Really?
Yeah. But then after my dad passed away, Universal was like, you're not calling this record Killing It. But anything that we put out there, whether it's Feel Like That, collaborations with new musicians, or just fresh songs that maybe Bud and Eric never got to try out but want to put out, and my personal spin lyrically, or with just ideas with fucking Dougie and Trey, our other band members, or collaborators like fucking Zano or any of our other buddies and up-and-coming bands. Those things will always be, to me, tributes to Sublime's legacy. Works inspired by Sublime's legacy. Of course, big bands putting stuff out looks really good. You gotta fucking do it. But, we don't want to be like, Sublime is back with a whole brand new record and a brand new sound. No, anything we do, we'll be trying to be completely inspired by the classic fucking era of that band and that whole scene at large. I think that's what's most exciting to me, to explore that pocket of music.
Right.
And talking about like that scene at large, I really want to dive into Sunburnt Records.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Because
totally.
it seems super cool. I've seen some of the like shows you guys have put on, the kind of like
Right.
beach parking lot type things, which is going back to how I feel like this kind of music used to be enjoyed.
Yeah,
That
totally.
isn't done as much now because it's not as big of a moneymaker, but sounds like you guys are bringing it back.
That's what we really, if we're doing our jobs right within the next few years, that's the fucking, you got a block of wood I can knock on here? Oh, the floor.
Explain what you
Yeah.
guys are talking about, because I don't know what this is. I
Yeah.
wanna know.
Yeah, Sunburnt Records, man. It's me and Zane's little brainchild. Initially, we were just going to kind of bring back Skunk Records, but that whole identity is so my Uncle Miguel's that we didn't want to, just, that has so much attached to it that we kind of wanted a spiritual successor to Skunk Records in a lot of ways, and something that we could push even further as our own thing. But the real overarching goal, the whole like drama story of it all, is to try to, instigate an alternative movement of Southern California music, and so you can look at Sublime as a great template, mixing many different genres, fucking punk, ska, thrash, and reggae, obviously, and hip hop. But there are many bands doing those things and more nowadays that me and Zane are friends with and have identified. And we like to put on local shows, local events that are more than just shows. We like to have a big thing and the vendors and all that stuff, but also we're working on doing like fun interludes and skits and just an entire day's worth of just interesting entertainment and feeling like you're part of something cool. I think that's what it is at its core. It's a collective. Sometimes I say Sunburnt's like a band for the bandless. Like it's just all these kids trying to make music. And really what we want to do is put out compilation records like those old school punk rock and hip hop volumes. Those are so cool to us. And like you said, just have fun, man. Just do something that's not like some creepy, weird shit. Just like a true, like everybody scene, like multi-genre, a true all ages scene. And we always say family friendly, but like fucked up family friendly. The kind of families that say fuck, or like your fucking mom was ODing, so you had to put her in the bathtub of ice or something. Like friendly for those kind of families that are the dysfunctional family friendly. Like, and that's truly what it is when I look out at the crowds at Sublime shows. That's to me like where the idea came from. Like me doing and playing in a big band can't just be about like I want to do the coolest, craziest stuff and have the most insane career. It has to be about like building something that's bigger because it was gifted to me and because I was just born into it. Then this is my way of trying to create opportunities for other musicians and create just fun fucking environments for everybody to just come have a good time and celebrate that has been this insanely long tradition of California music all the way from the Beach Boys to fucking Sublimes and everything else in between. So I think it's a fun time for music, and me and Zane are just having fun figuring out how to even run a label. We have our own podcast where we figure it out in real time with the audience. We suck at putting out the Burnt Cast.
The Burnt Cast?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, we came up with it before the Burnt Cast, so he's going to have to come get us, but just kidding. We love you, Bert. But the whole goal is like this funny like DIY, like how do you even run a podcast? Let's figure it out together. And we suck at putting out episodes at all, so hopefully more come out. And that's a big part of like, the social media push and stuff too, is just that DIY nature of everything. So if people have fun at the shows and they keep getting bigger, then that'll be the thing, man. And that's the plan right now.
Do you guys have anything lined up for summer?
Yes, we do. In fact, oh man,
Behind
where's
you.
my phone? Yeah, Zane, my partner, would probably want me to mention a couple things here. This is Zane's phone number. Everybody.
Oh, no.
Oh, there's Zane.
Zano, welcome to...
Let's Poddy.
Hey, Zane.
You're on a podcast right now, little dude.
Little dude.
Well, he's all little. Like he's not, and in person he's like massive. He's sick in person, but the phone's little. So Zano, we're just ending off the podcast here, and I'm giving them a rundown about Sunburnt Records. We also got some summer shows coming up. We're doing a big end of the summer bash maybe at T Hill, right?
Yep, we're doing a Burnt Summer, the first official yearly annual festival. Burnt Summer in Thousand Oaks, California.
Yep, and a bunch more just like that coming up. So please become a member of the cult. We love you guys, and we hope to be doing some really cool, amazing local events soon.
Where are you right now?
No one really knows. I love you, Zano.
All right, love you, buddy.
Kill it today, bud. Talk to you soon.
See you at 4.
Yep.
Sweet.
Solid.
So, yeah, he's going to meet me at the studio in a little bit. We're going to go listen to some songs that we worked on all week. And
Yeah, well, I already know, but tell Benji about who you're working on.
I don't even know if I'm allowed to say. I mean, I guess there's not like an NDA or whatever. But we are in the studio with me and Zane just doing some writing sessions, undisclosed writing sessions, with our buddy John Feldman from Goldfinger. Fucking amazing human being. Fucking love that dude so much. And he does production work with Travis Barker from Blink. So, total legend. Like, growing up in 90s, early 2000s, we all loved that dude. And turns out he loves Sublime a lot. And they're just like the two nicest, most down-to-earth dudes. Amazing songwriters, obviously. And, yeah, it's been nice just hanging out with them, kind of becoming boys and just, having a good time writing. So we'll see what comes of it. Could be something, could be nothing. But at the end of the day, it definitely feels good to see, other musicians that have been influenced by my dad's work, and then I've been influenced by their work. It's like, what the hell? Mm-hmm. I love when stuff like that happens. To me, that's why, one of the many reasons, but the biggest one why you do this thing. It's like this insane wheel, this human cycle that perpetuates itself. Westward wagons, down the plains,
It's very profound.
I got it from the Big Lebowski.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Honestly, I think it's
Thank you.
undeniable, dude. I think you have the energy to do this, and not a lot of people do. That's why it's in your fucking genes. So Write it out, man. We're excited for you.
Yeah, man.
You know,
Thank
it's
you
fun
so
to
much
be
for-
around people this enlightened.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun.
Yeah.
Don't
Dude,
fucking
fun to be
worry about
everybody.
anything except having fun, and it's
Thank
all
you.
going to work out.
I got nothing but love to anybody out there, man. For real.
Thank
Not
Jacob
in a
for
smart
coming
way.
out.
Like, I actually love all you
Why
guys.
don't
for real.
you send us out?
Yeah. Jacob, thank you so much for coming out. He's actually also here because we threw buckets of paint on him this morning.
That did happen.
What is that going for?
Obliterated him. We'll play the clip right now. But
Play the clip.
Yeah, play the clip.
Playing the clip.
Look at that.
Look at
paint
that.
Fly.
Hey, do the
Oh, that's
voiceover. The
just
voiceover.
beautiful.
Oh, it's gonna hit my lips.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
You
It's
see,
all
I'm
over my
trying,
lips.
At this part, I'm trying not to flinch at this part.
Yeah.
I couldn't quite pull it off because it was hitting my eyes, but
Mm-hmm.
I think a beautiful round of applause for Annie and the film team here.
Hey, Jacob, thanks for coming out, bro. Really appreciate
I
it.
love you guys
Yeah,
so
it's
much.
gonna be
I
fun.
love
You're
Clover
coming.
the dog,
I know.
She's-
Hi, baby girl.
She's just chilling. She's a chiller.
and I love the Graziano family skull.
That's your takeaway right there. That you
This
get
is from
to
the
keep
old
that.
country.
That was awesome.
Sunburnt Records.
The real soul.
Buy Sublime CDs.
Hey, what are you still doing here? We're done. Get out of here.